All right, I got here 2015 Ford Transit. Customer complaint is the door locks over here don't work at all, and the window is like very jumpy. But that one works fine, and the locks work fine also. See if I use the remote. Well, now the car's open, but yeah, see they're working, and they work from that switch also. Let's see. All right, let's run a quick scan on this. Actually, they were unplugging things, so I don't know what's real, what's not. Engine coolant, okay, whatever. That's not what they called this for, so let's go in the BCM quickly. Now, it looks like they were on the right track because this is unplugged, and this is always where I find ripped wires. I do what's now known as the Keith tug test. I've been pulling on these wires, but nothing seems to break. In these transits, it's extremely common. All right, but I want to go in the VCM and just go find the door lock PID, read data stream, central door lock switch. All right, so if we push here, nothing happens. But if I push here, let's make sure. Yeah, it goes to unlock. Lock and unlock. Okay, so it's just this switch right here. All right, let me get a diagram for this. All right, let's get a diagram. Door locks. So we got to find the switch. Driver door lock control switch. So pretty much this switch talks straight to the BCM, and it gets the cabin lock switch and the interior central lock unlock switch. Now, if we look here, it's feeding the same wires go to the passenger door lock switch, which we know works. So we definitely don't have a break in wires told this splice right here. Then we could have on B6 and B7, we could have a break, or that's more, that I think that's the switch in there. That's the, what do you call it, the connector in there. Let me go find that connector. So on a factory diagram, on Ford, it's very easy to find the connectors. You just pull up the factory diagram, you just go through them one at a time until you find what you need. So this was on the first one. We have the switch C339, we click on it. Oops, not there, C339. Connector face, and yeah, so we got two connectors here, A and B. So let's just figure out which one's which. So I gotta unplug it. You just gotta pick. That's one and two. Okay, so we got two connectors right here, black and gray. So I just want to see which one. So A has 1, 2, then 3 blanks, then 4. So okay, this is A and this is going to be B, the gray one. So we need on B, we need 6 and 7. That's the bottom corner. So that's these two, which on this side will be these two. All right, so let's tug on these. Nothing. Man, nothing. I was really sure these were gonna rip every time on a transit. Let me just find which wire they are on the other side. All right, there. This is one over here, and this one over here. All right, I'm gonna get a scope just to see. We should have voltage on these because it goes through the connector into the door, and then the switch, I guess, grounds it through a resistor. That's what it looks like. So let me get a scope, and then we'll know if we have voltage till there. I need a back probe and clip. We'll go on the door jamb. Now I don't really want to pierce these wires because in here they break enough as is. It looks like someone's been here, maybe it's a little nicked, I don't know. We'll go right here and I got voltage. Now let me try seeing this should ground something, and it does absolutely nothing. Okay, so we know we have voltage here. All right, and we have voltage here on both wires. Okay, so we got voltage there and on the other one. Now I don't want to unnecessarily pierce right here because, again, like I said, we're in the middle of a door jam, and you know it's very sensitive. So, but I did tug on them and nothing ripped, and I see them moving. So there's no way there's an open in here. All right, so let's move to the door side. Now I want to get to the switch. I see a little tab over there. Let's see. Okay. Is this the right size? Yes, it is. I was just working on my own truck on the door, and it's the same torques. I guess they're both Ford. It's not surprising. All right, let's pull this out. Okay, so here is the wires to the switch. Let me pull this out right here so I can have room. All right, so we got I see a blue and yellow and a purple and green. It's a different gauge. It's definitely a different gauge. I don't know if that makes a difference. What? Okay, let me just see. Do I have any voltage on these two middle ones? Nothing there. And nothing there. So I'm in good contact? No, I definitely am. There's decent pin tension. Is this the wrong connector? What's over here? Wait, this is the same. No way. Are these mixed up? This has our yellow. Oh my gosh. And the window wasn't either working good. Okay. Yeah, this I think comes down here. This goes up here. Someone was so close. This is from the auction, so you know. It's a wheelchair van. Does this fit in here? Yes, it does. And the window works fine now. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, this should go right here. And there we go. So it was a mixed up connector. I wonder if someone changed his harness, because I've never seen a Ford that doesn't have any ripped wires. Someone must have replaced his harness. Now I do see some pierced wires down there, so which is really not good inside the door harnesses. I'm going to put some liquid electric tape or clear nail polish on it, just so this thing should last. And I've got to figure out how to close this up properly. Oh, so this comes out also, and it goes around it. Okay, so we'll have to figure this out. I'll patch this up, but that's it. That is very funny. I just want to see, they told me the radio didn't work, but they swapped it with a known good and it works, so told me not to diagnose that, but wondered if maybe it was connected. Okay, all right, so I think we're good to go. Windows work, those work, and locks work. All right, thanks for watching.